On to the G2E. Grand Chief Joe Tokwiro Norton and Portfolio Chief Gina were in Las Vegas to attend the annual Global Gaming Expo, or G2E Conference. Billed as the world's largest gaming convention, our representatives were there on hand to discuss Kahnawak's growing presence in the online gaming industry.
Well, now that we are actually, an operator in the online gaming industry, we're looking at new games also for the site, Mohawk Online. That was one of the attractions because up and coming is fantasy sports, and bingo is one of the big things, and even in Kahnawake itself we know bingo is a very big popular game. So those were some of the things we looked at, talking with other operators and looking at the Indian gaming industry in the US. That was one of the big attractions, and the success that they have had. They've been working along with the American Gaming Association. We're hoping to, follow along those lines. We're trying to work with the Canadian Gaming Association, as well as looking at the cross-border, because obviously we don't recognize those borders. So we're getting in touch with tribal gaming and people involved in that, and we're hoping to further the industry for Kahnawake.
I had the good fortune of having a discussion, and in the next little while there will be a follow-up with the, the chairman of NIGA, Ernie Stevens Jr., and his organization is now looking at the online gaming industry. They represent all the land-based native casinos in the U.S. Now they're looking at online gaming because they're saying that's not going away. That's a reality. It's going to stay. So we had an opportunity, him and I, to talk about that. And then he was well aware of what the kind of arrangements or the kind of relationship that had been developed in New Jersey. So he was interested in hearing about that. He was interested in hearing from myself about what we're doing, what we did, how we did it, why we did it, and the some of the ins and outs, the fallout, and things of that nature. And I did express to him, and New Jersey is well aware, that we're also talking with Quebec. The finance minister was here, and basically is of the mind that we need to find solutions between, a lot of Quebec and KGC. And positive solutions, and not continue this battle between us. And then so it was a good opportunity in those forums to bring forth the progress we've been making.
It's an eye opener on how fast the industry is changing and how you have to keep abreast to everything. And how the new generation are really a different style of gambler. The old land-based, it's not the way of the future. The younger millennials, they call them, are doing everything online.
There's 240 casinos in 40 states. So 40 states are aware, that there's such a thing as native gaming, native gambling. And if we in addition to that, online gaming could be a part of that. So you can start a whole string there with our involvement, our expertise, and our knowledge, perhaps leading the way, who knows, both in, regulation and making sure things are run properly, as well as infrastructure, Mohawk Internet Technologies, MIT, providing the backbone.